Hello, everyone. Welcome to LTL Language School's main channel. Today, we have another review, another interview, but today the special part is it's not one of our students who is sharing their experience with us. It's actually one of our students' parent sharing the experience. Introducing Maria. Hi, Maria. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
I'm good too. Thank you for asking. So, you're in Sweden right now, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And what do you do, Maria?
I'm an entrepreneur, so I am actually a personal trainer in yachts and motorboats. So we're just about to end the season here, and it's been extremely rainy this year. But there has been some clients, so that is what I do for a living.
Nice. That's quite unique actually. I don't know if I know anyone else who does the same thing as you do. Well,
No.
actually, to you, Maria, and to our audience who's watching the video right now, it's really raining quite bad. So maybe the sound is not as great as it should be, but we'll try our best. So, Maria, how about you tell or share us how did you plan Elvira, which is your daughter, to send her to LTL to Taipei, to another country to learn Chinese. And if you can tell us a little bit about how was the process and what do you feel about it?
Yeah, yeah, thanks. I think it started. First of all, there has been a gradual interest in Elvira about Asian culture in general, and it was around Christmas, New Year, where she started to say that, "Oh, I would love to go and learn Mandarin somewhere in Asia."
Right.
So we started to look, and the thing I think what most people and especially parents do is that you start with Google and then you look for the big established language schools first. But we both felt that we wanted something else, not the big ones, so after some research, and we actually did it together, which was really nice. So it was actually Elvira who found the LTL school, and once we found the content that was already out there, and we were looking at reviews, we started to have a dialogue about which country she would like to go to, because there were different options also at your school, and we ended up with Taiwan because of various reasons, cultural and logistical infrastructure, security, and also the feeling that we wanted something that was easy to get access to. And we don't really know. I mean, none of us have been living in Asia. I have been living in East Africa and Kenya many times, and Elvira has actually been traveling both to Kenya and Tanzania. So she's used to traveling. So she's already global citizens, but we did not really, we didn't have any connections. Except one that I actually knew from Kenya, and they had been living in Taiwan for 18 years, and they're still living there. So
Wow.
we managed to meet them between Christmas and New Year, just for a quick, dinner. And I think that was what made it very easy. Even though we were looking at the other countries as well, we felt that, well, now we actually have a source that can also help us to go to the school and find out more about it. And it's good to know that when I was young, Elvira, a little bit older than Elvira, I was around the 20s, I went on a similar journey, but at that time, this was in the early 90s, so it's quite a long time ago, and I really, really wanted to go and study in Africa, in Kenya. And at that time, there was no internet, so it was really, really hard to find options, and there weren't many options. And I ended up applying for an American school, and it didn't really turn out that good. It was a mess. It was really a mess. So first of all, the school was not really there. It was a rundown building in the middle of a coffee plantation in the middle of Kenyan countryside. So as a parent, I was very specific, and I said, I want someone to go to the school and see that it's physically there, so that there are not just AI images on YouTube. You know, I want to know that it's actually physically there.
Right.
So we asked our contacts, and they went to your school, and they met the teachers, and they could send back movies and wonderful photos. So that was it. Then Maria was very happy. I knew it existed. You existed for real.
Right.
So yeah. So that was the planning stage. So then we decided,
Okay.
yes, this is the place to go.
Right. Okay. So that's good to know. So it does mean from that we do have certain amount of presence online. Then we should maybe we'll try to put more pictures or videos of the school and whatnot. But moving on from that, so moving on from planning stage to actually making the decision, getting on with the contact of LTL and literally for Elvira to come to Taipei. How was that process about?
I think it was wonderful throughout, and I'm very peculiar and a very fussy client. So I have big demands, and also from my own experience, I know what happens if you don't do your research properly, and if you don't feel that you get this direct dialogue and contact. If you have a polite but legitimate question, and you get a very quick and clear response, it's the best thing in the world. And that has been the process throughout with LTL. I'm telling you, I'm really, really happy with Alexander that has helped us in the planning process. It's always been very quick and very clear. And even though I felt sometimes it's like, come on, Maria, you can't fuss about too much all these details. But always polite, always professional, and always quick and clear. And I think that is the key to success, because it really, really adds on the security that you need as a parent, because you are sending away your child. And I mean, I know you have different ages, but this is Elvira was 17 now. She's soon actually turning 18 in a couple of days.
Oh, nice.
Yes, so but she's a minor, and she's going to the other side of the world, so it has to be very specific and precise. And the dialogue, the professional dialogue, and the politeness. Even though I kept on asking some questions, I can imagine it's like, oh, not Maria again. It's like, but always very, very kind, very clear, very professional.
So that's good to know. And then Elvira, if I remember it correctly, was here for 2 months?
1 month.
Oh, 1 month. Okay.
Yeah.
And
5 weeks. Yeah.
5 weeks. Okay. So a bit more than 1 month. And all that time that she was here, how was that experience like for you as a parent, that your daughter is somewhere else, she's learning, and then everything is going well or not going well? Like, how is that about?
It was the same throughout. I think this there was a certain standard of security and calmness that had already been settled as a base, and then of course things happened academically, socially, small trips, learning to be flexible. Things are not really going smoothly all the time. The homestay was fantastic, and even there were times when something was on her mind, but then she and I talked, and then I told her, who at LTL can you approach with this issue, or who can you, so that she in her own mind could decide who she should approach to ask for something that she felt she needed, and that it was the same kind of contact there. It was always very quick, very clear, and very professional, and nothing was ever prolonged or kept in silence, because that is the worst thing that can happen if you feel a bit worry about something or distressed about something, because that's part of the deal as well. I mean, if you're going far away and you're young and everything is new, flexibility and how to deal with your state of mind is extremely important. And in this case, it was always met up, both academically, socially, and everything beyond the core curriculum. I mean, field trips, dinners, karaoke's.
Nice. Yeah, we
So,
actually had a few. I was there in a couple myself, actually.
yeah.
Karaoke. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, I was supposed to join on the trip that they went for the island, Shaolio
Yeah.
Island. I was
Yeah.
supposed to join, but then that weekend I decided to do something else. Otherwise, I would have been on that trip as well. So yeah, it was actually like a good. At that time, we had like a good group of five, six, seven students that we kind of became friends. In spite of me working and them being students, we became friends where we hung out to the school and stuff. So it was
Yeah.
it is very laid back and social atmosphere, that's for sure. And I think you're right. Like no response or late response is a very bad PR. That's first thing that they teach you in PR. Like address it, anything as soon as you can. So,
Yeah.
Maria, like to the end phase of it, now that Elvira is back home, how does she feel about it, and how do you think she feels about it?
Oh, she just wants to go back.
Oh,
Yeah. She, and it's sometimes, it's like, oh, mom, was this a dream? Because now she's sort of she catapulted back to Sweden, and now she has crash landed in the corridors of where she is.
right,
And but it was a wonderful, like a nursery garden for really taking the first step out into the rest of the world. So there's so many things that have happened, and she wants to go back. There are already plans for that.
wow.
So yeah, she has another year in senior high school, but she already has a plan of what she wants to do when she's finished, and that goes definitely Taiwan, and probably she wants to visit and stay in some other country as well. But other studies is pointing in that direction, absolutely. So and even professionally. She knows what she wants to work with and what she's aiming for. So we will start to look at that. If she can apply directly to international universities or universities in Taiwan, or if there are other programs here in Sweden that have exchange programs. There are some, but there you also have to be you have to really do your research and see, okay, does she have to spend 3 years here before she go there? Well, maybe it's better than to go over to Taiwan directly, and probably also some other country in the region. So that is already in the plan.
So that sounds great. That means she really liked the place, like the experience. So for her to come back, in
Yeah.
that case, Maria, let's say if some other parent is actually in your similar situation, what would you tell them, or what would you recommend them?
I would tell them to recommend you simply because the way it's the dialogue, the security, the clearness in the whole process has been excellent throughout. And I have own experiences of how it should not be.
Right.
So and the level of service-minded flexibility has been fantastic throughout. So that is what I would say to other parents, that if you want to have an alternative to other schools that might be more established or more well known, this is like a great alternative that will really be with you, and you will feel secure throughout the whole process.
That's great to hear, Maria. And it's kind of nice to hear that whatever goes on internally, we can give it back on the external side. And we have experiences like Elvira's, that they want to come back to Taipei. At this point, I do want to tell to all the viewers right now that I will most probably have another review video with Elvira depends on when she agrees and her availability. So right now we do it part one with Elvira's mom Maria, and then we'll try with Elvira as well. Any last thoughts, Maria, that you want to add? I think because I'm probably done with my questions now. Any last thing that you think you want to add, or you think that's all you have to summarize as Elvira's time in Taipei?
I think it would be that if you have a sense that your child is a global citizen and want to develop and find this bridge into the rest of the world, LTL is the best alternative, because it's really a wonderful and secure gateway into the rest of the world. So for me, and for her, of course, it's been a game changer. It is a game changer.
All right. So thank you so much, Maria, for your time. It really means a lot because for you to spend time and just do this video for us, really appreciate it. I will message Elvira about her interview whenever she wants to do it. And that being said, guys, I really hope that this video does justice, because these videos are not fancy at all. It's literally two people talking, but that really provide insight of people who want to come to Taipei. So that being said, thank you so much, Maria. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. See you guys next time. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Bye.
Bye.